Hi, I'm Sean. I'm the current team lead of UVic Rocketry. We're a team of about 40 undergraduate students that has been designing and building and launching rockets for several years now, and a subset of our team is working specifically on this parabolic flight project. We have students from the engineering and physics departments who design and build our rockets and hardware for our other projects, as well as business and economics students who do things like managing our team's finances and our media pages, and also lots of biology and microbiology students who use our rockets as a platform for performing biological experiments, and that's what my background is in. So I'm quite proud to work with a team of people that have such different backgrounds and interests, because it really shows you that if you have an interest in space, no matter what your talent or your skill is, there is a place for you to apply that skill in the space industry if that's what you want to do. So our rockets have been providing us with a platform for biological research, and we're now branching out beyond just rockets. Any living organism that goes into space is exposed to a hypergravity environment upon launch of the spacecraft, as well as a zero-gravity environment once it reaches space, and also increased levels of radiation. And so our research is focused on understanding how biological systems respond to these environmental variables, and then translating this information to applications both on and off the planet. And what we're doing specifically with this project is seeing how an organism's genome responds to being in microgravity. So every organism has DNA, which makes up its genes. And in order to use these genes, they need to be expressed. And so to express a gene, the DNA will be transcribed into molecules of RNA. And then these molecules of RNA become a protein, which then go on to perform any number of functions inside an organism's cells. And so by using RNA sequencing, we can identify and quantify all of the molecules of RNA inside an organism, and then understand how its genome is responding to its current environment and which genes it needs to adapt and survive in its current environment. So the off-Earth applications of this are understanding how biological systems function in space for the purpose of long-term human spaceflight missions. The on-planet applications are slightly less intuitive. Using microgravity, you can grow cells in a way that is much more similar to how they grow in an organism, because they coalesce in a 3D aggregate. And researchers in several different fields are quite interested in this. Tissue engineers, for example, are interested in using it to grow organs from scratch. And cancer researchers, because growing cells in this way may be a good method of modeling tumors. And also pharmaceutical scientists, because using this method, you can grow liver cells in a way that is much more similar to real livers, and then use this to test drugs and better determine their toxicity levels before they go to market. So engineers on our team design and build hardware that will house the cell cultures that our scientists prepare and then bring on board the flight and then back to the lab for sequencing and analysis. And we all work alongside our business team managing the finances and the media for the project. And everyone on the team is interested in space-centered science and engineering for different reasons. Some are especially interested in the more biomedical on-Earth applications, and some just want to see humanity travel to another planet, and some of us just love seeing things shoot up into the sky or challenging themselves to build something that faces such a unique environment, whether it's a rocket going at Mach 2 or a mechanical system that has to function in the absence of gravity. And some just love managing projects and people and finances and making pieces of media, and there's no better place to do any of these things than on a team that does stuff involving space. And because the backgrounds and interests of our team are so different, everyone plays a different role and learns different things. Myself personally, I've learned a lot from the outreach work we've been doing, because this was my first time being heavily involved with it since I've joined the team. And I've had to learn a lot about how to present information to the high school students in a way that balances them learning something and it being presented at a level appropriate for them, and in a way that keeps them fun and interested. As for if I'm excited to go on the flight, well, yes, of course I am. I mean, I've spent my entire life with the force of gravity pulling you down at 9.81 meters per second, and now for the first time in my life, I get to feel what it's like for that not to be happening. And several people on my team have expressed an interest in seeing what happens to my beard in zero gravity, and I guess I'd like to see that too. And I mean, so who wouldn't be excited for all of this?